Yeah, well, I think I'll first say that this is the third session, and it's January the 22nd,
That's correct.
yeah, and 2003.
That's right.
And this is the third time that we've been taping here. And I was thinking after the last taping about fist fighting. You know, people think that some people I think believe that guys in poor neighborhoods and other places have a lot of personal fist fights. And I don't think that's true at all. I don't think most guys get in many personal fights. I remember only 2 fights, and they both were in elementary school. I don't remember why. I don't know how old we were, 10, 15, 14, something like that. It was still in elementary. And one of them with a guy named Joe LaPuma. And we fought we were on the lawn in front of one of my aunt's rentals. And we fought. I lost. He beat me. And my mother told me later on, much later on, that when I came in, I told her that I lost, and because I forgot my holds.
Your holds? Your wrestling holds?
Holds. Because, we used to wrestle quite a bit, in just fun, And so you learn different holds, Mm-hmm. And the headlock was the most, that was the best, that's where you get your arms around a guy's neck and hold your arms real tight and get his neck pulling him. That was the headlock. Then we learned how to do a half Nelson and a full Nelson. Do you know what those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also a hammerlock. If you could get a guy in a hammerlock, man, that could hurt.
How's that one?
A hammerlock, that's where you get one of his hands behind his back, and you got your hand on his wrist, and you're pushing
pressure on it.
Pushing his arm up
right.
like this, and boy, that makes a guy stop fighting real in a hurry.
Oh yeah.
And those were some of those, but I forgot my holds in that fight. Then I had another fight with a guy named Bobby Buckley, and that was in front of Messina's bar, and we were fighting, and I don't know why again.
You don't remember why on either of them?
I guess we just didn't like each other. But I was wearing corduroys, and he bit me right through my pants. And I still have the scar. Right in my thigh, upper thigh. He bit me right about my thigh. And man, I still have the scar. That ended I quit fighting. Man, that hurt. I didn't get hydrophobia or anything. But that was Bobby Buckley. I remember that. And my other neighbors, there was a couple older guys, and then there was a daughter named Kathleen, and the older boy Frank, and then the younger guy was Bobby Brady. And they were all Brady's
How
friends.
old were you? You say elementary school?
Yeah, I was still in elementary
Okay.
school.
That's
They were
awesome.
older than I was, because I remember Bobby Buckley once drove me downtown, and we went through the tunnels, and I don't know when they built the tunnels. They just finished the tunnels, and going to Los Angeles from where we lived, there were tunnel through the Elysian Hills. And God, he scared me to death. He was on both sides of the road.
Why?
Because he's nuts. He's really a strange guy.
Just because he was crazy? He wasn't
Yeah,
drunk or he wasn't a bad
going
driver?
fast,
He was just...
didn't do it on purpose, really.
You mean just driving fast and going into both lanes?
Yeah.
He wasn't going into oncoming traffic?
No, there was no oncoming traffic.
Okay.
He was going in their lane, though.
Right.
But scared the heck out of me. And his brother became a priest, and his sister became a nun. It was a Catholic family.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, they lived right next door to me for, I think, if I remember right, or maybe one other street up. And they were too old. We never really played with the Brady's very much. They were older than we were. But back to fighting, I never had any other fights in high school or any place since then that I can recall. Maybe I was a chicken, I don't know. After I lost that one, maybe I decided I didn't want to be a fighter. But that was one interesting thing that I thought that we hadn't discussed.